I didn't raise my voice when my sister said it. Didn't react. Didn't even lower my coffee. It's just for family, she told me, her voice dipped in that syrupy, false sweet tone she uses when she wants to wound while pretending she isn't. The kind of softness that cuts deeper because she acts like it's harmless. My parents' anniversary. A night reserved for memories, inside jokes, shared history. And I wasn't invited. I watched her lips form the words, each one wrapped in a smile that never once touched her eyes. Something settled in me then, quiet, heavy, absolute. Not anger. Not sorrow. Something colder. A choice. I booked a solo trip that night. Packed a small bag. Slipped out without a word. No updates, no reasons, no digital trail. The world widened the moment I stepped onto that plane, as if distance could bleach old wounds clean. But distance has a second edge. It sharpens what you remember. My sister, Leela, wasn't always the antagonist in my life. Once upon a time she brushed my hair before school, hooked her arm through mine on the walk there, promised she'd always choose me first. We swapped secrets and clothes and daydreams. She was my built-in defender in a chaotic world. But people change, or maybe they just finally show you who they've always been. The shift was slow, sneaky, like a draft you can feel but can't point to. The jokes got meaner. The affection became measured. The promises grew thin. I kept insisting she was stressed, tired, preoccupied. I gave her grace long after she stopped earning any. The real break happened months before the party. I overheard her at Mom's house, whispering in the den. I mean, she's just so dramatic, she told my aunt. Everything has to revolve around her, around me. I stood in the hallway, listening, as if someone had pressed a cold blade between my ribs and told me not to move. They laughed, not cruelly, which is somehow worse, but casually, like belittling me was routine. That was the moment the blind spot disappeared. The moment I realized I was the only one clinging to the idea that we were close. So when the anniversary snub happened, I didn't ask why. I'd already learned. I spent that week away doing more thinking than sightseeing. Betrayal becomes a kind of data if you treat it that way. You gather evidence. Track the pattern. Learn your opponent. And then you choose, justice or peace. Sometimes they overlap. I didn't want revenge. Too messy. I wanted something clean, precise, a line severed so neatly they'd notice only when it was far too late. I decided to give my family exactly what they'd given me, absence. And absence only stings when suddenly you need the person who's gone. I turned off my phone the entire trip. No posts. No clues. No path to follow. Then I did the unthinkable, I stopped contacting them. No check-ins. No, did the party go well? No friendly pictures or follow-ups. Silence is a scalpel. People cut themselves open on it. When I returned home, that distance had rooted itself. I dove into work. New habits. New limits. No family dinners, no favors, no last-minute rescues. Whenever they tried to pull me back in, I stayed calm, brief, almost formally polite. And slowly their tone drifted, from dismissive, to curious, to uneasy. People panic when the person they took for granted finally stays gone. The call came a week after I returned. Late. Breathless. Shaking. Leia, please, can you come? Mom fell. Dad's out of town. I can't get the car to start. I don't know what to do. Please, I need you. The old version of me would have sprinted out barefoot. Instead, I leaned back and let her panic wash through the phone. Amazing how fast people remember your value when they're drowning. Where are you? She sobbed. At home, I said. Please, please come help me. I can't do this alone. For a moment, I almost pitied her. Almost. But then I remembered her whisper in the den. I remembered being excluded. I remembered that soft, lethal line, "It's only for family." So I let the silence stretch until she choked on it. Then I said, quietly, "Do we even know each other?" Her breath hitched. What? Of course we. You made that clear, remember? A small, broken noise. The realization slamming into her. I didn't think. No, I said. You never did. And I hung up. Clean. Surgical. A perfect cut. I slept better that night than I had in years. Not because I hurt her, but because I finally understood something simple and freeing. Family isn't the people you're born to. It's the ones who don't weaponize your loyalty. The ones who don't shrink you for sport. The ones who don't treat you as optional until they need saving. Leela taught me that truth harshly. I learned it gracefully. And when she lost her grip on me, she lost the safety net she assumed she deserved. I didn't take revenge. I just let her live in the world she built. One where I no longer existed. And God, the silence finally belonged to me.